Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I know, I said I would go back to Star Wars The Old Republic, but I just want to continue playing this. It's just so much fun. Not that Star Wars The Old Republic isn't fun. But, yeah, while I was away, I got everything here up to level 30. And when I was just sitting around doing nothing, a random person just walked up to me. And, not that. They gave me this. Just a random antelope. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I don't know if I talked about this the last time I recorded, but I can hide that now. So that's very useful. I'm just turning down my headset. I tried to rearrange my hotbar here a bit. So I noticed that the third hotbar also changes if you change classes. So I put everything into ones that don't change. So here's all the what they call it, abilities or roles. So I put all the role abilities into the bars that don't change, as well as my potions, sprint, and teleportation. And yeah, that's it of what I can think of at the moment. So I was thinking about doing all the job quests, but I think I'll hold off on that and just do all the ones for the gladiator, get up to paladin and all that, and then continue the main story quest. And everything else I'll hold off on until later. Yeah, let's go to the Gladiators Guild. Sec. Need to make sure everything's going all right. Yes. Okay. And I'll only be recording for a few hours because I have to go and pay some bills here when everything is open. Oh. How did I just notice that she and I are wearing... Actually, wait, are we actually wearing the same outfit? Or are we wearing a different kind of bottom? Because yours, it looks a bit more wider than mine. Oh, that's pretty cool. Never even noticed that. Ah, Byrnjolf. I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alacron. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I have ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alacron, or worse. If there is any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alacron near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days, and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Byrnjolf, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. Alright. Just checking the more stuff here. I've been watching a lot of Neebs Gaming. A lot of their ARC episodes. Those are really funny. Yeah, last night I got to the part where Simon stole Doralius' sandwich. I hate it when that happens. When a coworker steals your food. I think I've only ever had that happen to me once. But yeah, it's not very fun. But we do have a policy of where you need to label your food, like your containers and such. Only problem is, what if you have a container that can't be labeled because your name wouldn't be able to show up on it. Like, say you had a little thing of ice cream you wanted to put in the freezer, but you're not able to label it because it's all icy and such. It's a trap, brother! Fine swordsmanship, Byrnjolf. Mila, the first sword certainly knows how to pick them. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild. A wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel. But to look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice, but to rise to the occasion. Though what with all that trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago, so bastard, he should have never. Enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Ul'dah after a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Mila that I'm fine. Alright. I'll go tell her. Sorry. There's a wolf somewhere. Possibly a werewolf. Better keep my eyes open. Probably a servant of Hircine. We don't want him around here. This is no Bethesda game. I'm so close to getting one of those. I just need a... How far away is it, anyways? Because I think after I go to the Waking Sands, I get sent to Eastern Thanalan. And then that should end up leading me up to Efreet, which should get me started with the Grand Companies. And then once I'm able to choose one, I'll be able to get a chocobo. But first I also need to get some seals too, because I can't buy anything without seals. And I might join the Maelstrom. I think Byrnjolf is more like a Navy kind of person. Byrnjolf, thank the gods you're all right. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself, and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Ah, Byrnjolf, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer. Why would not have the others hear my words? Alda sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Liquord in Eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword, as you may have gathered from their previous interactions. She's still rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me. This is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me. Camp Dry Bone, please. Sorry, I think I peeked there a bit. I think it's funny having a name like It Fled. It fled. It saw an entering soldier and it fled. I wish this was a little bit faster. Sure, I could have teleported, but that cost us money. And do I look like I made of money? I actually like the look of the sword I have. I think the hilt looks really cool, and I love the color of the blade. And where have you been? Busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn. An old goat, through and through. Picked gods when he danced with his sword in hand. It was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys. Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will. I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Byrnjolf? Hey, who turned off my sword? Hey, good news is we're already in the cemetery. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a man like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever, stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldous. Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leovold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Byrnjolf. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. I need to ride back to Uldar, please. Thank you very much. Once I get my own truck, though, I won't have to worry about going to all the borders. Until, of course, Ishgard, because you can't really, there's a place you can't travel to unless you take a bird, fly there. Wondering what I want to do for dinner tonight, even though it's 7 a.m. Really, it is best to think of these things early on. I wonder if I should do something with the crock pot. Gladiators Guild, please. Run. Get what off? Sir, you are very interested in that wall. Why are you staring at me like that, Byrnjolf? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacron's movements. I remain confident that we will find them soon, though. So keep your blade sharp. Oh boy, I forgot about these. Man, I hate this armor. Just look at that. Ugh. Oh god, that looks terrible. I can get this and get money. Actually, hang on a minute. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I could use more tenacity. Oh god, that looks so terrible. Damn it all to the 7th hell! This is madness! It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so, and whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and again, and now they're reaching out to the monetarists' allies. their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wymond when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it! If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wymond. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wymond, see what he can tell us. Aldous is many things, but he is not a murderer. And I'll be right back. Another thing I noticed is that when I go out, I'm gonna need to buy some hand soap for the house. Because it appears we're almost out. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't be too worried about the armor I'm wearing, but it is only a level 15 and I'm doing a level 30 quest. So it looks like that girl is not wearing any pants. I was wondering when you might come along, Byrn. Frankly, I'm surprised all this went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Aldous and Leovold 7 years ago? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leovold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the blood sands. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'Dan loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. 'Twas rumored that he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Mila lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold? He tried to go it solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man who you so desperately want to save. Though judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rolger's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it. I hear. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldous. Could go to their headquarters at the sepulchre in southern Danland and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation, personally. But you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastards alive, tell them we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. That's in southern Danland. I think I have to go through eastern Danland, right? Yep. Yeah, she has no pants on. Yeah, I need to go back to Camp Drybone. Alright, now I'm going south. Bravo tenders! You will face my wrath. The world music in this game is love it. I'm level 31. See if you can hit me now, you fools. Doesn't get too chaotic when I go inside. There are a lot of baddies in here. And that's what I was worried about. That guy would like to turn around. Come on, buddy. Don't make me throw my shield at you. Thank you. Oh, crap. I didn't switch my weapon, did I? That's a mistake on my part. Yeah, there we go. Oh, take it, Amila? Awesome. You can just use this, son. Ba 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 ba. Should have just taken the Ethernet to Gladiators Guild, but I did not. Oh well. Where have you been, Byrnjolf? Aldous has been given over into the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Details of dealings made between the Alacran and the Corpse Brigade for the purchase of a deadly poison known as Rolger's Bile. Terrible poison, made famous when it was used to assassinate an Alamegan king. This poison, is it? You've proof that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade? Thank the gods you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official. Presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go now. All right. Back to Camp Drybone. go in and hop off because my destination is all the way over here. All this. What are you boys doing? We tried to delay them, Byrnjolf. They've already taken Aldous below. Hurry before it's too late. This aquarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Huh? Who are you? And what do you want? I have evidence of this man's innocence. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, this aquarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Byrnjolf. Thou scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leovold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal! And you! What are you waiting for? Do it! Where did that? All this. That all went by way too fast. Okay. Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headsman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy! Cowards! Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling this spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mila and the others need you, Byrnjolf. Leave him to me. I get my video? My video? Shield though. We don't want to go around here. I'm a coming. What? Where'd you guys go? You almost had me, Leovold. Stay back! I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory! Just one bloody match! But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything! Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leovold. It's over. Like else it is. I swear, you will never know peace. Not in this life, or the next. Leovold, no! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal is around. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. I'm glad you were there, Byrnjolf. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacran. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Leovold may be dead, but the Alacran are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Uldah's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex. Should the headsman have his way with you. That way he might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Ah, yes. There's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Byrnjolf. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leovold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite of all that came of, in spite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades. Have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. What's with all the clones? And with that, I bid you all farewell. He got even closer. I better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What in the Seven Halls are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? Think all it takes to stand on the Blood Sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No. It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decide your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye! Okay, I guess I don't do the paladin thing yet. What is the paladin's quest? Also, again, like an idiot, I forgot to switch my weapon around. What a ridiculous looking sword. So I'm not really sure Should I change to the Marauder and play as that? Or continue as a gladiator? And if I do, I'm gonna need a... get some better gear at least. Man, I don't know. Should maybe at least try and complete all this? You know what, I'll just stick with the gladiator. Let's continue with the main story quest. Cactar needle. I can use that for sewing. Probably. Before I continue, let me see how my recording's doing. Doing well. Alright. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear if I painted certain death on the one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Nordin. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Byrnjolf. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever is at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Byrnjolf, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget your old friend Momodi. Drop in and tell me how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. friend. I need your fastest chocobo. To Vesper Bay, please. Oh, yes, of course. I forgot about these side quests. Hello, your world! You there! Yes, you, the decisively unfashionable adventurer. Gods be good, never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit. But first, I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Oh, I guess I already have it. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Oh, I have orange juice. What do you know? That's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance. A change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. In That is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. Oh, dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where to even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched. And this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Pist Peist and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice. And tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off we go. This doesn't look right. Hello, my dear. Blood orange, please. What was that? You look awfully sober. I need to see what the rest of that was. Oh, Swargrim sent you, did she? That woman. I've never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come and get it herself? Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around. You know. Give her an ilm and she'll take 'em home. Might be we can fix that. Okay, that's what it was. Oh dear, I'm stuck on a chair. I'm stuck on a chair! So how's that drink coming along? I had a carbonated blood orange soda once. Well, I guess everything that's a soda is carbonated, so... But yeah, it was really good. I really loved it. Oh, delicious! Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours? What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead, give it a try, and do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. Oh, very rude. And then everything else I need get level 15 of... Oh, Disciple of Hand? Oh, that's crafting. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that might have been a gathering one, but no, that's Disciple of Land. Shame, because I think I would be able to get... That's it. I think I would have been able to get some glamour. So you can get the Emperor stuff, I think, from this guy. That makes certain gear invisible. If I recall correctly. That would be nice to have. That's something I'll have to work on off camera, though. Oops, I meant to grab that quest over here. Well, this is a pretty kettle of a fish. You'd think Rogaden would be too damn big to get seasick. Oh, adventurer. Yes, you there. Looking for work, perchance? Name's Tatafu. I'm a merchant just back from Limsa, and I'm in a spot of trouble. Hired this big lug to make the deliveries, but what I got instead are a couple of chum pails badly in need of emptying. Can't let that stop me, though. Nanale, the fisher out in Crescent Cove, needs what I've got. And though this upchucking good-for-nothing will be up and about by tomorrow, Nanale isn't like to stand the wait. There's the statue of Lord Lodorito. I went completely past it. Isn't here yet. Should be, but isn't. Ah, you've got my delivery. You've got it. This sack's got some heft to it. It sure does. And it should too, being full of soil. What will I do with the soil? Put it on the ground, that's what. The littler bag he gave me is filled with seeds. It's time for some farming. Calamity's done made the fish stay away from these waters, so if we don't farm, we don't eat. But there I go, running my mouth, and near forgetting the business. Got the gill for Tatafu right here. Tell her I'm much obliged. swiftly done. Was the fisher satisfied with his bits of land? Ah, the payment, is it? I guess he was satisfied. Thank you. Let's see here. Yawn, tan, tether. That's everything. Can't rightly say I feel easy in my mind about this. Fishers have little enough gill as it is without squandering it on Lanasian dirt. Though what do I know, eh? The farmer in Limsa I got it from said it'll give the cove's thin soil the boost it needs. So hey, maybe they'll at least have a fighting chance. Gotta have hope, right? Here, that's some leftover seeds for you. If you come into a bit of land in one of those adventurer districts, go on and set up a vegetable patch or two. Who's on vegetables, though? Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ah! This is my favorite receptionist ever. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Name's Byrnjolf Nordin. I was asked to come here. Here at the behest of Thangrid. Yeah, that's what I said. Totally. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? I already gave you my name! Byrnjolf Nordin. Byrnjolf Nordin. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tartaru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. I take it you're Byrnjolf Nordin. Tartaru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Menphilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Oh, thank God, voice acting.
Well met, friend. My name is Menphilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming.
Pervert.
Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Hello, Thancred.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
What color are her eyes supposed to be? They look gray to me. Are they supposed to be blue? Bluish?
With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
And then back to me. Okay. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Totaru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainer's Registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. But believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but this is important, that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Summoning a primal is no small feat. It requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast tribes go to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once they manifest in physical form, their unquenchable thirst for ether only grows stronger. They would drink the land dry, with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. And for this reason, we must do our utmost to oppose them. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Charlian natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. 7 waning moons, or 7 suns rise. Divine order roils. Fallen corpses writhe. Thus the divine chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstances of this imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering 'neath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era seed, the light which shall pierce the glowering darkness. While there are others who possess the echo, none are near as strong as you with the power. Hence, our extremely high expectations of you. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, but then a bunch of things happened, and we ended up here instead. We Scions have but one objective: to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Did you already say that? I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. Yeah, he did just say all this. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Byrnjolf. Yours is no small endeavor. It kind of sounds like something Boromir would say. The dangers are great. It sounds like something Gimli would say. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Sounds like a Frodo answer.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
Yeah, some people mentioned it.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Charlians were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
We've already met.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Anything else to say? Through this first mission, you will come to understand the nature of our struggle with the primals. The realm may appear well on its way to recovery, but reality paints a far bleaker picture. The truth is out there, Byrnjolf, and I would have you discover it for yourself. Hello, Ishkola. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed to... Oh wait, you've already told me all this. Hello, Brent. Well, if it ain't that lad from the carriage. Fancy meeting you here, of all places? Me? I'm just here to deliver a shipment. Now, where shall I tell him to put it? Why don't any of these blokes know who I am? I swear I was one of them. Sounds of the Seventh Dawn. Only we didn't have such a fancy name back then, and the headquarters was in a far more convenient location. At least I think it was. Or is me mind playing tricks on me? Gods, what's wrong with me? Why can't I remember it more clearly? So this boy has Garlean blood in him. Can't say I'm surprised. Everyone knows what happens when a city is sacked, even if the bards choose to admit that part. But Arnvald shouldn't be pitied. Boys like him have a clean slate, an opportunity to write their own story, free of the ties that bind the common man. They say that those of us who have seen the dream are chosen, that we have within us the seed of greatness, that we could be heroes. Even me, an Alamegan half-breed, cast out when his mother could no longer stand the sight of him. A half-breed who once took to banditry just to eat. I am sure I am just brimming with heroic potential. The robberies and disappearances? The Amalja are the most likely culprit, wouldn't you agree? Then again, this is Thanalan. One cannot discount the possibility that moneyed interests are involved. True. Yep, and I'm guessing you guys are just gonna repeat yourselves. Anyone back here? Haddon? Nope. Nice to see you again, Brent. Off I go to Camp Drybone. Hello there, Totaru. Byrnjolf, how goes it? All's well here. At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. That's good to hear. So to teleport to Camp Redmond, that's like 320. All right, there. About another hour before I have to stop recording. I like how that's supposed to be a sword. Looks like a dagger. Aye, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amulta. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. And now we have some side quests. Are you come to grieve, sir? Have you lost someone dear? A long, long time ago. Yes. I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I've an adventure for you. What say you make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some Miotragus nannies. We're tending a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Miotragus sirloins for what might well be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zoru at the inn. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. Bloody things have nearly overrun the area in the southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, aught that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. Good day to you, adventurer. I am Popanagu, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leaves. Come on, give me some guild leaves. And it's the beacon again. Where's the next attack? There it is. Be gone, foul monster. Is there a chest around here somewhere? Please lower your voice. What business brings you? Meotragus sirloins. I take it to Tusi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you are too late. The man for whom these steaks were meant succumbed to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. He feasts with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day. Whose chocobo is that? Oh, it's no one's. About. See, the desert heat wasn't too much for you. Here is your reward. See that you don't spend it all at the pub. It's been unlocked. Desi? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things passed. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. There's a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul, at least, had family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed Thal's call. Best to let it go and move on. This business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. To the east of here lie the remains of an enormous gubu. So many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found the Black Shroud in the middle of Thanalan. Some say the gubu came down from the mountains at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all those plants. But then, all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Ulthic lavender. Seems simple enough, right? So Thanalan is plagued by 7 fewer mongrels, is it? Excellent. I lost my love to a pack of mongrels 3 years past. We were to be wed. They tore him apart. When we finally chased them off, my love was in 7 pieces. Since then, I've asked every adventurer I see pass through here to slay 7 of the beasts. My vengeance is unceasing, but if I can spare just one other bride-to-be the suffering I have known, then it will all have been worth it. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amulja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amulja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay in the darkness, in all places, all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the church of Saint Adama Nandama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent. But I know not if the Amulja still linger. Could you secure their remains for me, friend? We'll find them on the eastern road. God willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amulja seek in this area. Okay, Gatling, stay out of the way, please. By the gods, the life that sprouted here. I've never seen anything like it. But how could this be? Perhaps it was... hello there. You must forgive me. I was just admiring the plants taking root about this Gubu carcass, and, well, I suppose I forgot myself in the moment. But truly, have you ever seen such lovely flowers? I would wager that not even the wealthiest Uldans could claim to have laid eyes on their like before. Please, a favor I beg of you. I dare not let these beauties out of my sight, but their soil is parched and the plants wilting. Would you fetch me some muddy spring water from the pond to the west? I thought that was a player for a moment. I'll catch you one day, Ness. Are there cacti growing on the top of that gubu? Please tell me you've got the water. It would be a travesty to lose this phenomenon. While not stagnant, this water is filled with impurities, making it unsuitable for drinking, unless you are extremely thirsty. Perfect! This will quench the roots, thirst nicely. But I fear that it's not all I must ask of you. The petals and stems are covered with violkin eggs. Should they hatch, the larvae will devour every last leaf, petal, and stem. Please, you must remove any eggs that you find. Well done yet again, my friend. I dare say we have stayed another disaster. But our job is not yet finished. Surfeit clouds still lurk among the undergrowth. If left unchecked, they will undoubtedly infest the plants with their eggs once more. Here, the sting brew is sure to bring the beasts out of hiding. Pour it over any thick bramble you see, and slay whatever comes forth. Has a bit of a whip sound to me swinging my sword. What more can I say to express my gratitude? Through your efforts, this exceptional bit of greenery will enjoy many more vibrant days. As a botanist from Gridania, I have had the opportunity to study plants the realm over, yet I cannot claim to have seen such verdure before. I am convinced that what we see before us sprouted from this Gobu's death. There's a certain beauty to it all, no? A remarkable discovery. I cannot wait to finish up my research and take word back to Guildmaster Fufucha. Byrnjolf? Have you found my little posies? Have you found my pretty posies? Ah, gorgeous! Well done, well done. No, not what's in that rotting Gubu Porcus, but it makes for the loveliest damn flowers I've ever laid eyes on. When it comes to offerings, they say the rarer the flower, the happier the dead. And I'll think lavender is nothing if not rare. I'll be saving these to turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the Lickard. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yes, I've also turned them into flowers because of how ripe they were. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. Thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining, after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 'Twill forbid it be so. There was a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Well, here's this bastard again. Well, gods be damned! You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. With all the disappearances, you can go talk to him yourself, if you don't believe me. Please, sir, just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us lowful. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Now that's the best kind of attire for this region. Plus you can also work on getting a tan too. Under the hot Mandalorian sun. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Byrnjolf. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. I'm going to stop there for now. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.